am Alexander B. Stevens. This is What Is He Thinking? I'd like to welcome you to the podcast that doesn't perpetrate a fraud or tell you comforting lies, but instead gives you productive and constructive truths for the benefit of women from the perspective of men. What's going on? The voice you are listening to is that of Alexander B. Stevens. The podcast you just pressed play on is the What Is He Thinking podcast, and this is episode number 17. I'd like to welcome you to the podcast that doesn't perpetrate a fraud or tell you comforting lies, but instead gives you productive and constructive truths to help benefit your life. I have a special treat for you today. Today, we're going to embark upon part 4 of the marriage series, and we're going to get knee deep into this subject of marriage. Today, I'm going to bring in a roundtable of 4 gentlemen who've been married for over 10 years apiece, and we're going to discuss marriage with them. So without any further ado, let's go. Welcome to the Married Men's Roundtable. Gentlemen, I would first like to start things off and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and away from your family to sit down with me and my audience and discuss marriage with us and give us a little insight that we might benefit from in the future. Let's start things off by going around the table and allowing everybody to introduce themselves and share with us a little bit about their background.
Reyes J, 38 years old. I'm a father of 3 kids. Been married 14 years. Been with her for about 18. Was currently a youth pastor. My wife, she was a nurse manager up at the hospital here locally. That's about it. The basic father-dad life.
Father of 3 kids, 3 boys, 3 girls. The people want to know ages. What we got?
Excuse me. Got 1 boy, 2 girls. Raven, age 12. I got Reyes Jr., age 10, and Riley, age 5.
There we go. I appreciate it, Reyes J. Thank you for joining the roundtable. Gentleman number 2, introduce yourself.
Name's Carl. I was born to a family of 3 kids. My parents, God bless, still together till today. Going on about 43 years now. I moved to the States when I was 17 years old to a small town where I went to college. Small private school, got to know some friends. Through these friends, some years after college, I met our esteemed host, Alex, who's been my buddy for about 13 years now. So yeah, a little bit about me, my education. Like I said, went to college. I do have a postgraduate degree. I've been working in my field for about 15 years now. I got a master's degree in my field, which is accounting. So God bless, I've used that degree to, further my career. I do have a family. I got 2 kids and a wife. Been with my wife, we've been married about 9 years now, but together totally, I'd say about 17 years. So we've gone the distance. Yeah, that's about my spiel, about me.
Good stuff. You said you had 2 kids. What were the ages?
I've got a boy who is 6 and a girl who is 3 years old. 17
years with the same woman.
That is right.
I can hardly imagine it, but hey, it's beautiful.
Thank you. It's been a journey, but we've been on it together.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you very much, Carl. Alonzo Owens, you have the floor.
Let's see, 38 years old, electrical engineer, living in Houston, originally raised in North Dallas, currently married, 2 children, 10-year-old, got a 7-year-old. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. 3 brothers, yeah. All doing pretty well, man.
Whoa, that was short and sweet. All right, good stuff. Let's round it out with gentleman number 4. Robert, tell us about yourself.
Have a bachelor's degree. Up until 3 weeks ago, I've been an accountant. That has been my profession. That's not what I would have defined myself as, but recently had the opportunity to pursue some passions, one which will be selling some sneakers. I've always been into fashion, shoes, all that kind of stuff. All my friends who know me in a long time know that. So yeah, man, I got an opportunity to indulge in this sneaker craze that's going on right now and see how that'll treat me. So that'll be what I'm into going forward. Other than that, I'm a big family person. I got 3 kids. Me and my wife have been dating since '03. Got married in 2010.
Father of three, a firstborn boy and 2 girls. Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. It's funny how that works out. Yeah, I've got a 6-year-old boy, 3-year-old little girl, and another girl that's 1.5.
Thank you, Robert. So before we get into the questions, I'm sure some of my audience members might be wondering, why should they listen to you? What gives you credibility to speak on marriage? If I were you, I would think that 14, 9, 13, and 11 years of marriage respectively would count for something. Cumulatively, we have almost 48 years of marriage, 10 kids, and about 70 years of monogamous relationships on this panel. I feel like that is credibility personified. That's about as good as you can expect from any group of 4 men born after 1980. Anyway, now let's get into it. Question number 1. You can answer personally, or you can try to answer for mankind in general. At what age do men go from dating for fun to dating seriously to find that one special someone? Reyes, start us off.
If I had to put an age on it, I would say maybe into their 30s. I would notice a lot of my friends and a lot of men maybe want to get serious, or they might be at the point in life where like, hey, I want to get serious now. Like, hey, I got the good job. I got the house. I got all that settled now. It's time for a wife. So, I'm finding most people like that, we're pretty much established around, early 30s going on to your later 30s. But I'm also finding that it really depends on just the maturity level of the man at that time. We're going to grow. We're going to mature no matter how childish we might be at 24. And I think women got to remember that there's always going to be some immaturity in your man at those younger ages. He's going to grow out of it.
For sure. So you said 30s. Are you talking like 31, 35, 38?
If I had to get, I probably would say about that 33 through like that 38. From what I've seen, just, hey, guys, they got it together. They're ready for the wife, or it's around that age where they reach the maturity level of being able to, hey, I might want a wife, I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of running these streets, that type of mentality.
Makes sense. Carl, I typically tell women that the age that men go from dating for fun to dating for more than fun, actually something serious and real, is somewhere between 26 and 30. Would you agree or disagree with that? All right. That's all you're going to get right now on this video. If you want to listen to the continuation and the conclusion of this episode, or if you want to listen to one of my many other interesting and educational podcast episodes, I'm going to need you to open up your favorite podcast hosting platform and search WhatIzHeThinking. Look for the podcast by the same name as this one, and you can enjoy the rest of the episode. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, Amazon Music. You can find the podcast everywhere. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for new topics for me to discuss, please shoot me an email at whatizhethinking@gmail.com. And never forget, I'm not here to tickle your ear. My only goal is to tell you what you need to know.